and just make sure they both get all set up. Hello. If you're there, you can say hi to me. Hi, YouTube. Okay, so I wanted to go live in both spots because I know everybody has different ways they like to view videos. So we've got 2 different live streams going. So I'm going to just let us know I'm Maile Inouye and with Mai Trainer, and we're going to do a chair fitness class today. So I used to do chair fitness at the Bonner Springs Community Center, and we're not doing that anymore because we're all stuck at home. So originally I wanted to just have some classes that I could send the ladies at the senior center, and but now I think it's going to be even more awesome if we just keep going, and we're just going to keep going for the next couple weeks at least. And so we've already had Chair Fitness 1 and Chair Fitness 2. And so this is Chair Fitness 3. So I might refer to the other 2 classes just because I'm going to use Chair Fitness 1, 2, and 3 as a bundle for the senior center ladies. But anybody can do this class. You don't have to be 60 plus. Anybody that wants a gentle class, we're going to do warm up with some stretching. We're going to do cardio. We're going to do weights. We're going to do some balance work. It's a 60-minute class. So if you can't make the whole thing, that's totally fine. But we're going to just run it that way. And then I'm going to send these first 3 classes off as a bundle to the community center so they can send those to the ladies. And then the next classes after these first 3, we'll do some other new stuff. But you'll get to kind of get a sneak peek of some of our routine that we had at the senior center out in Bonner Springs. So equipment first, let me just show you what we have. All you really need is just a chair, any chair that is going to be good enough to hold you. And then we need some kind of ball. So it could be any ball that's squishy. One of the ladies really liked a football even, because we're going to do some things where we're going to roll the ball. So even a football could work, or a soccer ball. And I do have some other just actual fitness balls, okay? So whatever ball you have is totally cool. Now, I do have also some water weights. So I'm actually only using 1 pound in this video. But if you have 2 pounds or 3 pounds or 5 pounds or whatever it is that you have, you just might, maybe if you have heavier weights than me, you might not do as many reps today. So I have water weights. But if you don't have water weights, the other options are if you have some cans at home, you could use cans. Or you could load a couple water bottles with water and use those for the weights. Okay, cool. Hi. Awesome to see you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to put all these tripping hazards to the side that I have for my equipment. And for this class, I don't have us with any music. I just didn't want this class to get kicked off for any reason, for copyrights or anything like that. So I'm not going to play music. But if you want to play music, now would be a good time to maybe turn on some music. And then I forgot my actual water bottle that I want to drink out of. So you might see me steal some water out of this water bottle. So right now, if you'll just see if you want some music, get yourself set up. I need to tie my shoe, I just realized. And then Jacob is home with me. So if he bursts through the door or if we hear anything crazy, we'll just have to deal with it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and warm up. Now I'm going to show you upper body warm up in the chair, but if you want to stand, that's totally cool. So standing is great if you want to, but this is a chair fitness class. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and just have us warm up upper body without worrying about standing up right now. But if you want to stand, you can. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to raise those arms up and back down. And I won't be able to see your comments from this far back, but if you have any comments for me, or if you want to just say hi, that would be great. If this does not feel good to raise up like that, like if it's bugging your shoulders, we can go to the front. So we're just trying to stretch the back. We'll do about 4 more. Whatever angle feels okay, whether it's up or whether it's forward. I'm trying to stretch the big muscles in the back, the latissimus dorsi, these big muscles. And I also lose count a lot. So I'm just going to do one more. Hopefully you guys will give me grace because I end up losing count. Okay, so we're still in our warm-up section. I'm going to have you relax these trapezius muscles. They're going to try to take over everything we do. I would like us to keep them dropped and relaxed in this class. And if we can open up at the chest and close at the front. If you're getting sick of sitting already, go ahead and stand at any point you want to stand. You can stand for any of these exercises. I'm going to stay seated. On this one, we're relaxing those trapezius muscles. We're opening the chest and we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. So if you can slow down your movement and squeeze those shoulder blades together, we're still just warming up. Let's do about 3 more. And do 1 more. Okay, awesome. So the next thing I'm going to have us do is big arm circles. And I just realized I'm going to smack something if I do my big arm circles. So we're going to try big arm circles. If this hurts your shoulder and you need to do little arm circles, that's okay too. You could do it little. When I say big arm circles, this could be it here. Or if it feels okay, I'm going to have us come all the way around. If we're dealing with a frozen shoulder or anything like that, then these kind of motions might be able to help unlock that shoulder over time. Let's go ahead and reverse it. But if you find, just opposite direction, if you find that this is painful though, and maybe you have bursitis or something else going in the shoulder where this is painful, then go ahead and just do those little motions, okay? I hope nothing in this class is going to be hurtful. I'm hoping that everything in this class is going to end up helping you feel good later on today, okay? Let's do 1 more each side. Those are the big arm circles. Okay. So we've done a pretty good job of warming up the upper body. So now I would like us to warm up the lower body. I want to show you in the chair first what we could do, but the first one, we're just going to be going, we're going to go raise out to the front, and it's just going to be here, okay? Now, if you're standing and that's too easy, I will go ahead and show us, but if you're seated, go ahead and stay seated, and if you like that better, and do what I was just doing. But if you're able to stand, I'm going to have us go to the front and then to the back. And you could raise the arm too if you'd like to, and to the back. Now, the other way to do this, if you feel off balance, is to hold on to the chair. I just realized Facebook can't see me very good. I'm going to cross over. So you're going to hold on to the chair. Okay, you can add the arm in if you'd like to for some extra. So you could be seated, you could be standing in front of your chair, or you can be right here if you don't want to lose balance. So let's switch legs. If you're seated, you're just going to go out to the front, out to the front. If you're standing, then we're going to go out to the front, out to the front, to the back. Trying to use that hip flexor, use the glute, use the hip flexor, use the glute. Let's do a couple more. We're still just warming up. Okay, so I'd like us to get some rotation in our hips today, okay? I'll show you the standing version first just because I'm already standing, but if you're seated, then you can also just stick your leg out to the side, and your heel is going to be down, kind of towards your body, and then your heel is going to go away from your body on the other side of the room, okay? So in and out. We're trying to just get rotation in this hip. In and out. If you're seated, keep going if you're standing. If you're seated, you could just do heel in, heel out. Heel in, heel out. Okay? Just trying to get some rotation in that leg. Same idea, other side. Okay? Other side. The heel is in and the heel is out. Heel is in, heel is out. If that's really bugging you, you could just wobble back and forth. That's okay. And again, if you're standing, it's going to be heel out. The main thing I'm worried about is the rotation inside of your hip. I'm not so worried about what your toe is doing, okay? Just right here. We're thinking about hips first. All right. So the next thing we're going to think about is we're going to think about those ankles. So if we want to be seated, it's just going to look like going up on the toes, going up on the toes, going up on the toes. If we want to hold on, we could hold on to the chair and go up on the toes. We can be standing. That's totally fine. I'm still trying to figure out where I want my spot to be. Okay. All right, so that's a pretty good warm-up for us. And so I'm going to have us, the next thing we'll do is we'll do some cardio. We're going to do some cardio, and then we're going to get into the balls and the weights. Okay, so if you need a drink of water at all, let me know. Actually, you don't need to let me know. You can just get a drink of water. And then Jacob's going to say hi to us, I guess. Jacob. I told him if he came in, that if he had to come in, that would be okay. But I think that meant he just is coming in. All right, so we're going to get our cardio stuff going. Jacob, I'll have you go. Please. Jacob. God. Forget me. It's not work. I'll get it. Go ahead. Okay. I'll be out in a minute. Sorry, everybody. We're all in the same boat, right? We're all in the same boat. I'm going to have us march. Okay, so we're just going to march. If it's from the chair, then we can march from the chair. Okay? Still deciding where I want to be. We're going to march it. I should have moved these skateboards out of the way. I have a skateboard, and Tim has a skateboard. I think that gave me enough space. All right, so we're just marching it. We're relaxing the upper body. Relaxing the upper body. Okay, so one way to keep the upper body relaxed while we're marching is to just relax it and keep these hands a little bit low if you find yourself hunching up, okay? So we're going to just march. And when we feel ready, if we're seated, go ahead and keep marching if you're standing. If you're seated, this next move is going to look like opposite arm, opposite leg. And so I'm going to get you started with that. Okay, so if you're standing, it's going to be here. You could also be next to the chair, okay? You could also just be doing the leg stuff. If you want to be standing, but you want to hold on to, we can do that. So we're going to go ahead and keep going with that. Opposite arm. My hope for this class also is that you'll realize that you don't need to have much to be able to get a good workout in, okay? Don't need too much. All we really need is a little bit of space and a little bit of equipment. We're doing good. Anytime you need to sit, that's totally fine. You can sit if you need to sit. That's why we have the chair. And also in this class, we don't transition fast. The reason is I don't want us to fall down or get tripped up on our feet. So I'm going to have us do 2 more on each side. This will be 1 and 1. 2 and 2, and then we'll march it, and I'll tell you our next one, okay? So our next one, we're going to be going off to the side, and if we can turn it into a half jack and put the arms up, that would be awesome, okay? You could have big arms, that's okay, but a lot of times I don't have big arms just because I don't want your shoulders to get too mad at me, but if you can do big arms, that's fine. But if this totally hurts, then I want to have us go low, okay? Now, if we're seated in the chair, we're just here or we're here. So whichever way. So I'm going to show you 3 moves total, and then we're going to combine them. This is the second move, okay? Doing our half jacks. You can be big if you want to be big. You can be standing. You could be standing behind your chair and holding on to it and doing the arms with us. So go ahead and keep going with this motion. I'm going to show you what it looks like to go ahead and hold the chair. Anytime you want to hold the chair, you could hold the chair. Okay, so we've got 3 different ways we can do this. seated, standing, or standing like this with chair support, okay? Awesome. Keep on going a little bit. If it's bugging your arms, we can go low. Don't forget, we can go low. Okay. Let's do 2 more on each side. We'll call that 1 and 1, 2 and 2. We transition slowly, so we're going to just march it, and I've got one more move to show you. So the next move I'm going to show you is going to the back, and then we're going to open the arm up on the same leg. So we're just going to reach back and up. So reaching up, I'm sorry, and the leg goes back, and we're here. Okay, that's going to be our next move. Now, if we're seated, then I'm going to have you put the heel out, heel out, heel out, okay? If you're standing, if you're standing, it's going to be here. So we're just going to keep it moving, keeping it moving. This is our third move. And then we're going to put it all together and go around the world, okay? At any point you need to sit, you can sit. That's totally cool. You need to be holding on to the chair. Whatever you need to do, this chair is here for you, okay? I love chair fitness just because everyone can do this class, get their own workout. Hopefully I don't kick my flowers over. Let's do 2 more on each side. It's 1, 2, and 2, okay? And then we march and we transition. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put all 3 of those moves together, okay? We're going to go out to the front. We're going to go out to the side, and then we're going to go to the back. And if you're seated, it'll look like to the front, to the side, and then the heel out, right? And then it would be front, side, heel out, okay? If you're standing, it's going to be front, side, back, front, side, back, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that. Only I would like us to do 2 times in each direction, okay? I just wanted to demonstrate. We're still keeping it moving if we can. If you need a rest already, go ahead and feel like you can sit down. That's okay. And we're going to go out to the front 2 times, side 2 times, to the back 2 times. And if you're seated, you're going to put that heel out, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. Make sure I don't kick anything. There we go. And we'll go to the front, and the front, and the side, back, and back. Other side, and front, and side, and back, and back. Around again, front, and side, and back, and front, and side, back, and back. We're going to go 2 more times around. I'm going to go in the chair now. Front, side, back, and front, and side, up, and up. One more time around. Front, side, heel, front, side, heel, and heel. Okay, so keep it moving if we can. You can totally stay seated if you'd like to. Say hi if you jump on. That way I know you've jumped on. Thanks so much for being here. I can see that people are coming on. Okay, so we're still keeping it moving. We're going to do that same thing we just did, only we're going to do 3. So 3 to the front, 3 to the side, 3 to the back if you're standing, or it'll be that heel out if you're in the chair, okay? So I want to show you what it looks like if you're using chair support, okay? Because maybe you want to stand, but you're feeling tired, okay? So you can lean on this chair even if you think it's sturdy enough, and do it that way, okay? And I'll try to do this without kicking my chair. So we're going to go 3 times out to the front, 3 times out to the side, 3 to the back. I'm going to show you with chair support, and we're going to go 3 times around, okay? If you have a way you like doing this, then I'm going to have you pick that way the whole time. You don't have to stand with chair support if you don't need it or if you want to stay seated, but I'm just going to do each version, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go. And we're going to go front, and front and side and side and side and back, back and back. Other side, front and front and front and side, side and side, back, back and back. Keep going if you like that way. All right, seated would be front, front and front and side, 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 and heel out, heel out, heel out, front, 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 side, 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 heel out, heel out, heel out. Go ahead with that way if you like it. I'm going to stand front, front, and front, and side, side, and side, and back, back, and back, and front, front, and front, and side, 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 and back, back, and back. All right, and march it. You're doing awesome. Okay, we've got 2 more things to do. We've got 3 sets of sprints, and then we have a little bit of a cool down, okay? So we're gonna do our sprints. It's my favorite part of the class. If you need a drink of water or if you need to stop moving and sit for a second, that's okay, okay? You'll see me keep it moving though. So if you need some water, I'm gonna go ahead and be a good example. Take some water. Now, if your heart rate is racing, then we might want to go ahead and sit down even if you don't really feel like you want to, okay? And that's totally fine. So if we were using a scale of 1 to 10, I'm still moving, you can keep moving, march with me before our sprints, unless you want to rest. If we were using a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being that you are just dying and you think you're going to just puke, and 1 being that you just started class and you feel great. In our class, I only want you to be kind of in that middle range, maybe working at like 50% of your effort, or 60 or 70% of your effort maybe. But so if you feel like you're getting to 80% of your effort, or 90, then go ahead and bring it back down just a little bit, okay? So with our sprints, what I want us to remember is that we can sprint with just the hands. We could sprint just right here, okay? Try not to hunch the shoulders and sprint here, but drop them and sprint. You can sprint like that, okay? Or we could sprint with the chair, okay? Or you can stand with me and we'll sprint this way. So we got 3 sets of sprints. And the way we'll do it is I'm just gonna count. I'm just gonna do a count. And this first one, we're gonna try to get to 30, okay? And we're just gonna go in place for 30. So on your marks, remember you can just use your arms. Use soft feet though, so you're not smacking your feet and hurting your knees. All right, finally getting there. On your marks, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right. Woohoo. We're going to get our breath back. Drop those shoulders. Try not to have them too tense. Okay. On our second set, if we need to sit, that's okay. If you need to just use the arms, that's okay. If you're thinking I'm crazy and you want to just sit there for a while, that's okay too. Whatever you need to do. If you're feeling okay, we're going to keep going. This time we're going to go 10 to the middle, 10 to the side, 10 to the middle, and we'll add an extra 10 out to the side, okay? Middle, side, middle, side. On our marks, get set, and go to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Awesome job. Good job, good job. So we've got 1 more set of sprints. Let's go ahead and make sure we breathe. Just we don't want our heart rate to get too high, okay? You can use your arms with me to breathe if that helps you to breathe and relax. So we'll go ahead and breathe 3 times, deep breath. And in and out. 2 more. 1 more. Okay. As long as you feel like you're still in that 50 to 70% effort range, then I want you to go ahead and sprint with me one more time. If you're feeling, too much, go ahead and just rest. That's totally fine. This workout is at your own pace, okay? So let's try to do 20 to the middle and 20 out wide, okay? So on your marks, get set, soft knees or just the arms. Could be seated. On your marks, get set. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. All right. Woohoo! All right, I'm almost done picking on you. This is the part of class where now we're just going to work on a little bit of balance, okay? If you need to hold on to the chair, that's fine. We can hold on to the chair and we can take our steps out. Actually, it would be better if it's in front of you because we're going to step off to the side and then back and off to the side and back, okay? We're just kind of cooling down and working on our balance, okay? If you feel confident, you don't need the chair. That's okay. Or if you're tired, if you're seated, then it's just gonna look like this. Okay, you don't have to worry about the arms. You can just do the legs. But if you're feeling okay, I'm gonna have you step out here and bring it back. Step off to the side. So we're doing like a V step in chair fitness 1 and 2. We did like a side step and a front step, but today we're gonna do like a diagonal V step. Okay. If you're feeling okay with your balance, you can step and touch with the toe when you come in and back. Stepping out, that trail leg touches with the toe, okay? Just for some balance. If that's no problem and you're feeling like you want to do something extra, you could step and raise, okay? And you could step and you could raise. We're cooling down, so please don't feel like you have to go too fast right now. I'd rather you step, have some stability. Let's do 2 more on each side. Relaxing those upper body. 1 more to this other side. Okay, so we made it through cardio. Awesome. Just gonna see who's here. Hi, thanks for joining me. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the section where we have our balls and our weights. Okay, so if you have any little ball, you can even use a pillow. If you've just popped on and you don't have a ball, you could try a pillow even. Anything that's squishy, okay? So I've got all kind of options. This is one of the main options, though, that we use in my class. But another one I love to use is soccer ball, because Jacob loves soccer, so we have soccer. But then even the football. So pick whichever one you want. We're going to be doing stuff one-handed, so maybe if you have one you can grab easily. I have a really big hand, so I can grab this. But we're going to try some stuff. Okay. I'll do the first round with the soccer ball. Okay. The first thing I want us to do, and we can be seated. If you're tired, go ahead and sit. Or even if you're not tired and you just want to do this class because we're in the chair, I'm going to get a little closer so you can see me. We're going to focus now on some mobility in the fingers and then some strength training for upper body, lower body. Okay. So the first thing I want us to do is take our ball and use each finger to make that ball turn, okay? So I'm just going to show Facebook, show YouTube. My pinky finger always wants to not help, okay? So try to make them all help. And then if we can reverse it. So if we can reverse it. So I'm trying to also help with some arthritis possibly. Arthritis, or if your hands feel frozen, or even if you have carpal tunnel, doing some of this kind of stuff can keep your mobility. We can go ahead and switch hands. So we're just trying to get each finger to get that ball to rotate, okay? We just want that ball to travel. We want every single finger to help. If you lose your ball, that's okay. That's totally normal. When I'm in a big class, what I do is I stand in the middle and then I chase after the balls, okay? So totally normal if you drop it. Go reverse directions. But if you drop it, could you please go get it slowly and not go after it really fast, okay? I don't want anyone to fall down, especially since we're all quarantined, and that would be bad trying to get help, okay? So now if we could just toss back and forth, it could be little. It could be little. Hand-eye coordination is the other thing I want us to work on. It could be big though, if you're feeling like it. This might be where you feel like you're gonna lose it. So just go get the ball carefully. Can we add some spin? And even if it's down here, it could be here, but if you can get it here, that would be awesome. Okay, can we switch to one hand? Can we spin it? The thing with the soccer ball is it's a little bit heavier than the other balls. So that's maybe a little bonus if you're wanting a challenge. And then the other side, one-handed toss. But the smaller balls are more bouncy. So sometimes they get away from you more easily. Okay, depending on what ball you use. Let's spin it. Okay, all right. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna work on the adductors. We're gonna switch between doing a lower body exercise and an upper body exercise, okay? So let's switch over to lower body, and if we can put that ball that you've picked in between the knees, and if it's okay, you might put your feet closer together, okay? Closer together would be better than way out, because then you might have a little bit better chance of squeezing that ball, especially if you have a smaller ball, okay? So I want you to just squeeze with me for 15 repetitions, just a normal squeeze. So we're just squeezing in and out. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Hopefully I'll keep count. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze just at whatever intensity feels okay to you. I don't want us pulling anything. Let's just do 2 more. Okay. So next what I'm going to have us do is open a jar with the ball. If your hand is tired already and you don't want to squeeze, that's okay. You could just turn. You could just do the range of motion. But if you're okay, I'd like you to squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Try to use every finger to squeeze it. Okay? We're opening that jar. And then let's close the jar for 5, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. All right, switch hands. Open the jar. Apply as much pressure as you feel is okay. I'd rather you get some rotation, if nothing else, okay? And then back. This can also help with carpal tunnel as long as you're not exasperating it, right? So if you're already hurting there and I'm telling you to squeeze, then don't worry about squeezing if you're already inflamed, okay? So I don't want to make anything worse. We're going to go back to squeezes in between the legs. Those feet are together. The ball is in between. And so we're going to do faster squeezes, okay? So we're going to squeeze 20, but fast, like pulses, okay? So go ahead and go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome. And now I'm going to have a squeeze from the chest and the palms. So keep those trapezius muscles relaxed. Take the ball in the palms and don't mash your wrist and get them all bent up. Keep your wrist like this because I don't want to exasperate any wrist problems you might have. Okay, so keep the ball maybe chest level, not mashing, but right here, and squeeze together for 20 like we just did with the pulses for the legs. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome. One last squeeze for the legs. We're going to put that back. We're going to do a squeeze set of 10, but we're going to hold it for 2 seconds each, okay? So we'll squeeze, hold 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, relax, squeeze, 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 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, relax. I think we have 4 more. Squeeze, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, relax. Squeeze, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, relax. Squeeze, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, relax. One more. Squeeze, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and relax. Okay. So we're going to keep this ball low so that we won't hunch those shoulder blades. We're going through a stressful time right now, so I don't want us hunching these trapezius muscles. I want us to drop those, okay? So drop those. Ball is out in front. And this time, what I'd like us to do is squeeze with the palms out here and then squeeze with the fingers inside. Palms, fingers, palms, fingers, palms, fingers, palms, fingers, palms, fingers. 4 more. Palms, fingers, palms, fingers. 2 more. Palms, fingers, palms, and fingers. All right. Awesome, awesome. So I would like us now, before we pick up the weights, I'm going to double check our time. I'd like us to squeeze in a few things for the core from the chair. Just going to double check what time it is. Okay, we're still doing good. So I would like us to take this ball from the side, try to let the chest follow the ball, and we're going to, if you're sick of squeezing, if it's bugging you to squeeze and you want to drop the ball, you could drop the ball and just use your arms, okay? You don't have to have this ball right now, but I like the ball. So what we're going to do is squeeze with the palms down here at the side, cross it over, squeeze with the fingers. Squeeze with the palms, squeeze with the fingers. Squeeze with the palms, fingers, palms, fingers. Let your chest follow the ball. Palms, fingers, palms, fingers. Let's do 2 more. Palms, fingers, palms, and fingers. All right. So now we're going to do just a regular crunch, and then we'll do the other side of what we just did. So we're going to sneak a crunch in here. So I'm going to have you relax into your chair because I don't want the motion here. I want the motion coming from the thoracic. I think that's what it is. Thoracic spine. I hope that's what it is. You could have your arms raised. You could crunch this way, back, crunch, or here. Either one. Okay? If it feels okay, you could raise a leg up. Raise a leg up. You could have the ball up. Okay? The main thing is I want that crunch to come from here. Okay? Anytime if it bugs your shoulders, you can drop it back down. If you don't like this leg part and you want to just keep crunching, that's okay too. Okay? Whatever feels okay. Let's do 4 more crunches. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? So now we're going to come from the other side and we're going to twist and we're going to do the squeeze with the palms, squeeze with the fingers. Let the chest follow the ball. Fingers, palms, fingers, palms, fingers, palms, fingers. Totally losing count. I'm going to do 4 more. Palms, fingers, palms, fingers. 2 more. Palms, fingers, palms, and fingers. All right. So that was our little bit of our core work, okay? We're doing a little bit of everything in this class. So I do want us to do 1 more lower body exercise before we get the weights, okay? So what I want us to do is put this ball on the floor. You could be doing this standing, but I don't want to have any accidents, so I'm not going to show you standing, okay? But you put the ball in the bottom of your foot, and I want you to roll it out to your heel, back to your toe, out, whoop, if you lose it, that's okay, and back. So we're doing foot-eye coordination now. You can apply a little pressure to your ball if you want to apply a little pressure to your ball, but I don't want you to lose it because we're going to press here in a second. So this is extension and curl, extension and curl, extension and curl, extension and curl. Let's do 3 more. Extension, curl, extension, curl, extension, curl. Awesome. And now what I want us to do is a leg press. So I want us to press this ball down to the floor. Okay? So we're going to press the ball with the whole foot. And I want your knee to stay stable. So you don't have to worry about pressing it crazy hard, especially if your knee is going all over the place, okay? So I want you to just press down and up, press down and up, down and up, down and up, and up. The whole foot is pressing. Whole foot is pressing. Do 3 more presses. We're using all the muscles in our legs right now to press. Okay? So now let's switch sides. Let's take this ball and we're doing our extension, curls with it back to the toe. Out in the heel, toe, extension, curl, extension, curl, extension, curl, extension, curl. 3 more. Extension, curl, extension, curl, extension, curl. And then our press, okay? Putting that ball in the middle of our foot, keeping that knee stable in line with the ankle, pressing down to the floor, back up, down to the floor, back up, down to the floor, up. I think you can hear my chair squeaking, unless you have your own music on, which I hope you have your own music on. And if you've just joined us, I don't have music for my class just because I don't want us to get kicked off for any licensing while I'm doing the live streams. Okay? All right. So we're going to go ahead and do some upper body work with the dumbbells. We're going to do 3 exercises with those dumbbells. If you need a drink of water, that's perfect. I'll go ahead and take a drink of water just to set a good example, and I'll check our time. I think we're still doing pretty good with our time. Okay, awesome. It's so great to see all of you. Thank you for being here. We're doing the upper body portion with the dumbbells next. I might sneak in a lower body exercise just for some variation and also while we're resting in between our sets. Okay, so I have my little water weights, okay? Whatever you have though, so maybe you have cans. Maybe you have some cans, that's okay. Whatever you've got, all right? I'm gonna show us with the weights just because I have them. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see me. We're gonna do 3 exercises. And we'll just do 2 sets each, okay? So in chair fitness, this is chair fitness 3. In chair fitness 1 and 2, we've learned already some dumbbell exercises. So today will be a little bit of a combination of the 2. This first one I'm gonna have us do is a row, okay? So we're targeting the back muscles, especially in between those shoulder blades. So in order to focus on the shoulder blades, we've got to get these trapezius muscles that are holding us up here and in stress. We need them to relax so that we can bring those shoulder blades together. So you're going to take your weights or take your cans or even your water bottles, okay, because I also have the water bottles too. And we're going to have them come out with the, like sort of towards the front. But then when we bring those elbows back, we're going to bring the shoulder blades together. Out to the front, elbows back, shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. Okay, doing good. I'm almost done picking on you. Let's do 5 more. So out to the front, elbows back, shoulder blades together. I'm not going fast if you've noticed, so hopefully you're not going too fast. Let's do 2 more. Awesome. Okay, so our next one is going to be a combination. We're going to combine curls and press, okay? So the curls look like this, And the press, if you can press up over your head, that would be great. But if you know your shoulders are not going to like that, then you could press in front of you. So pressing up would look like this. I would keep your elbows in and your palms facing each other, because then we could just do curl, press, okay? Or if that's not going to work for you, we could do curl, press down low, okay? Whatever works for you. Let's go ahead and keep going. Curl and press, okay? Let them be two distinct movements. Curl, then press. Don't turn them into one, okay? Curl, press. I'll show the low version again. If your shoulders are bugging you, curl, press, okay? I guess I don't need to twist them. It could be curl, press, okay? Let's do 4 more. Whatever direction, curl, press, okay? Curl, press. 2 more. Curl and press. Awesome. I'd love for us to do 1 more set, so I think I am going to have us sneak in a leg exercise. Relax this upper body. Let the weights sit on your legs, okay? And we're just going to raise up, raise up. Just letting the upper body relax, using our quadricep and our hip muscle a little bit here for the lower body. Just letting that upper body recover. Let's do 2 more on each side. Let the weight sit on your legs. Okay, 1 more time through for the upper body, and then we've made it to stretching. Doing great. Dropping those trapezius muscles, those muscles right here, those ones that want to hunch everywhere, dropping those down. The arms are out in front. The elbows are back, shoulder blades together. Back and front, shoulder blades together. Okay. We're on the home stretch. Good job. 4 more. Shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. 1 more. Awesome. Okay, so now the curl and press. Remember, you can either press straight in front or up overhead. I'm going to do half of each, okay? So curl, press. Okay. Curl, then press. 2 distinct movements, not too fast. Curl, press. Otherwise, you just start swinging around and using all the shoulder. What I want us to do is use biceps, shoulder, and triceps, okay? It's a combo. Let's do 4 more. If your shoulders are tired, you could do curl, press, okay? 2 more, 3 more. Press, 2 more now. If you've got a better count than me, I apologize. That is one of my weaknesses, counting at the same time that I'm talking. Okay, you've made it to stretching time. So we're gonna go ahead and stretch. If you're sick of sitting, you can stand, okay? And I'm going to show us just seated, just because I do have the chair, and I think a lot of people that might be watching this class might be super tired by now. But if you're not super tired, pop up, go ahead and go for it, okay? If you need a drink of water, you can get a drink of water. Just going to double check our time 1 more time. Okay, we're perfect. All right. So if we can, relax that trapezius muscle, but raise that arm up, stretching the latissimus dorsi through here, giving it a little bit of a lean if that's okay, because we're trying to stretch all through here. If your hand does not feel good going up overhead like that, you could just be here, okay? You don't have to have the arm overhead. Other side, so if your shoulders are bugging you, you could just do the little lean. If they're okay, though, I'm going to have you reach and then lean. Okay? I'm trying to hold every stretch for at least 10 seconds. So if you like to stretch and move super fast with it, this might annoy you. But we want to actually give the muscles enough time to lengthen. I would love to be able to stretch 1 minute each, but I think all of you would rebel against that one. So now we're going to stretch these trapezius muscles that we kept talking about. I'm going to have you shoot 1 arm down to the floor, Shoot that arm down to the floor so you feel a little bit of a pull here. Shoot it down. And then if you can, and it feels okay, I'm going to have you lean your head away from there. Stretching through here. Hopefully that feels okay. Now we squeezed the ball a lot, so we want to stretch that wrist. Can we go ahead and open the palm and open those hands as much as you can? Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. If anything's bugging you, you can quit doing it. But I really like to hold this stretch extra long up here to try to get those trapezius muscles to relax. Maybe move those fingers a little bit, move the wrist. We want to get the wrist to stretch. Okay, we'll quit picking on that side. Next side, pushing that hand down to the floor so we can feel a stretch through the trapezius muscle here, this thing that's probably a hard knot. And if we can keep pressing to the floor, lean away from that hand. Okay, getting a stretch right through here. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. If it does hurt, you're pressing too hard. So you don't have to be too aggressive. And now if we can open that palm, I would imagine you feel some tension through the wrist and the fingers. You can move the wrist back and forth. You can move the fingers, but I want you to try to open as much as you can. Really stretching that hand. We're going to be on the computers a lot, and so our hands are going to we're probably going to have some tense wrists, okay? All right, so now we're relaxing a little bit. I'm going to have us cross our arm over. You can keep it low if you're worried about your shoulder, or you could hug it. I'm just having us try to stretch through the shoulder and the back here, in between the shoulder blades, those rhomboids that we worked. If it feels okay, though, you can cross over this way, okay? So either way, you could hug it, or you can cross over this way. We're also stretching a little bit of that tricep. We're almost done with upper body. Once we cross over, then we'll go to lower body. So you can cross over this way, or if that bugs the shoulder, you can hug the arm low, okay? Crossing over. All right. We did a little bit of ab work today, so I am going to have us stretch just a little bit. This will be one stretch, and then we'll do another one that also involves the hip. We're just going to turn, drop those trapezius muscles, turn. And I hold on to my own side, but you could hold on to the chair or whatever, or it could just be a smaller turn, but we're just going to hold it. If your spine hurts, though, you don't have to do the twist. Okay? If your spine hurts, it would be if it's too much to go that far, you just go a little bit. Okay? If you can turn farther, though, you can turn farther. If you can get even farther, that's awesome, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm sure you can figure that one out. Okay. The next thing we're going to stretch are the hip flexors, and then the abs are going to stretch with it again. So we need to make sure we still have our chair so we don't fall out of it, but maybe turn to one side. And can we let that leg drop down? If you are sick of sitting and you want to stand, then it would look like this, okay? So if that feels better, you could stand. But then I want you to raise your arm up. So if you're seated, it's going to look like, don't lose your chair. We're trying to stretch this hip and those abs at the same time. So if it's better standing, that's okay. We'll switch sides. Make sure your butt stays on the chair so you don't fall out. Dropping that leg to open up that hip right here. And then raising that arm. Okay, so the next stretch we have is a combination stretch. We're going to just stretch all of this leg here. So we're going to take one foot out. I think Facebook can see my foot. Let's see, Facebook, can you see my foot? Okay. All right, we're going to stretch the hamstring first. Hamstring first. It might help if you relax that foot. That's why I wanted you to be able to see my foot. You might relax that foot at first because that might help you stretch the hamstring more. If you want to stand, then you would just be here, okay? Or you could be on the ground if that doesn't bother you, but I didn't want anybody on the ground today or feeling like they had to stand too much. Now, if you bring that toe back toward you, then you'll stretch that calf a little bit more, okay? So bringing that toe back towards you now, it brings the stretch a little bit lower in the legs. And now if you can push that toe away, I can get my foot to go all the way down to the floor. But as long as you can get your foot to just go away from you, we're going to stretch that shin, okay? My main concern with us all being cooped up for 30 days is that we're just going to get stiff and not feeling very good. So I'm so glad that you're here with me today. So let's do the other side. The heel is out. The hamstring is first. Try to relax that foot. Then you might feel that hamstring up higher a little bit better. And then if you can bring that calf up towards you, and then that will lower that stretch down into the calf when you bring your toe back. And this is our last stretch. We're just going to press that toe away, stretching the shin. If your toe isn't all the way down at the floor, that's fine. I keep catching myself putting it all the way down at the floor, but it just needs to be a little bit farther away from you than it normally is, okay? Do our plantar flexion. All right. That's what I have for you all. Thank you so much for staying with the class this whole time. I really am so glad to be able to be doing this class. So we're going to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'll be back again Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to change it up a little bit from today because I did the chair fitness 1, 2, and 3. And so now I'm going to add some like extra more, maybe some more advanced stuff. Still using the chair though, because I want us to be able to have that option. So if you joined class and this class was not the right class for you, why don't you drop in the comments what kind of class you're looking for? Because I've got all day. And I am going to be doing some other classes. So also I wanted to let you know that I do have the ability to design programs personalized just to you. So I have hundreds of videos to choose from, and I can put them in the app that I have and specialize like what workout that you might need for your own self, okay? I have, I'm opening up my app right now to any of the programs that I already have created. Then you can try my app out with a program that would work for you with the equipment you have, absolutely free. The only thing that I'm selling is that if you want me to personally design a brand new program just for you, the special I'm running is $49. And that will include 2 phone calls. So 2 phone calls get you all set up with what you need at home. And I have every video imaginable to be able to help you get the right workout for you. Okay, and if I don't have it, I'll make it. So just contact me, and that's it. So I am so excited, and I am glad you came in, and thank you so much. All right, see you later. Let's say goodbye to Facebook first. Thank you, Facebook. And thank you, YouTube.